The brutal truth about time management no one wants to hear. Let's be real for a second. We've all said it, we've all lived it. You wake up, the sun is hitting your face, and your first thought isn't, "I'm grateful to be alive." It's, "How on earth am I going to get through today?" You feel like you're running a marathon while everyone else is on a motorized scooter. You're swamped, you're drowning, you're busy. But here is the absolute, soul-crushing, brutal truth that no one, especially not the productivity gurus on TikTok, wants to tell you. You don't have a time problem. You have a priority problem. And most of the time, that priority problem is just a fancy mask for a distraction addiction. If you're between the ages of 15 and 35, you are living in the most distracted era in human history, and it is eating your potential alive. The myth of the 25th hour. We love to tell ourselves the lie that if we just had a couple of extra hours in the day, everything would magically fall into place. We think, if I had 26 hours, I'd finally hit the gym. I'd finally start that side hustle. I'd finally learn Spanish. But that's a total fantasy. If the universe gave you 2 extra hours today, you wouldn't use them to change your life. You'd use them to scroll through Instagram for an extra 120 minutes. You'd watch 3 more YouTube videos about how to be productive without actually producing a single thing. Success isn't about having more time. It's about what you do with the exact same 24 hours that Beyoncé, Elon Musk, and the high achiever in your class have. They aren't superhuman. They don't have a secret stash of time hidden in their basement. They just made a choice that you haven't made yet. They decided that their goals were more important than their entertainment. Time isn't something you have, it's something you make. You create time by choosing what not to do. The Screen Time Reality Check. I remember sitting with a friend a few years ago, complaining about how I didn't have time to write my book. I was so busy with work and life. He looked at me, deadpan, and asked, "How much was your screen time yesterday?" I laughed it off. "I don't know, maybe an hour? I use it for work mostly." He made me pull up the app. The number on the screen felt like a slap in the face. 5 hours and 42 minutes. 5 hours. That's not a quick check. That's a part-time job. I was spending nearly 6 hours a day looking at other people's lives, watching random people cook pasta, and reading arguments between strangers on Twitter. And then I had the audacity to tell the world I was too busy. I wasn't busy. I was a thief. I was stealing from my future self every single day, and then crying because my future self didn't have any results. Time is your only real currency. Here is the mindset shift that will actually change your life. Stop thinking of time as hours and start thinking of it as money. Actually, no, time is way more valuable than money. You can always make more money. You can never, ever make more time. Every minute you spend is a non-refundable deposit into the void. If someone walked up to you and asked for $50, you'd probably ask why. You'd think about whether it's worth it. But when a mindless mobile game asks for 30 minutes of your life, you give it away without a second thought. When a toxic friend calls to complain about the same thing for the 10th time, you give them an hour. Why are you so stingy with your cash, but so reckless with your life? The next time you're about to fall down a rabbit hole of shorts or reels, ask yourself, would I pay $20 to watch this? Because an hour of your life is worth way more than 20 bucks. If the answer is no, put the phone down. You are literally paying with your life to be bored. The Procrastination Trap. Let's talk about productive procrastination. This is the sneaky one. This is when you spend 3 hours organizing your desk so you can finally start studying. Or you spend all day researching the best cameras to buy for your YouTube channel instead of just filming a video on your phone. You feel busy. You feel like you're working, but you're actually just running in place because you're scared of the actual work. The actual work is usually the one thing you're avoiding. It's the hard thing. It's the thing that might result in failure. Real-time management isn't about finding a better calendar app. It's about having the courage to do the hardest thing on your list first, without checking your email 10 times first. how to take your life back. So, how do you fix it? It's not about some complex system or a $50 planner. It's about being brutally honest with your calendar. For 1 week, track every single thing you do. Don't lie to yourself. If you spent 40 minutes sitting on the toilet scrolling TikTok, write it down. If you spent 2 hours getting ready while watching Netflix, write it down. At the end of the week, look at the data. It will hurt. You will realize that you had the time to work out. You had the time to start that project. You had the time to sleep 8 hours. You just chose to give that time away to things that don't care about you. Once you see where the leaks are, plug them. Treat your deep work hours like a doctor's appointment. You wouldn't check your phone in the middle of a surgery, right? So don't check it when you're supposed to be building your future. Put the phone in another room. Turn off the notifications. Realize that 99% of the things that feel urgent on your phone are actually just noise. The final word. Life doesn't happen to you. You happen to life. You are the architect of your schedule. If you want to change your life, you have to stop being a victim of your busyness. You have to start being a guardian of your time. This isn't about being a robot or never having fun. It's about making sure that when you do have fun, it's intentional. And when you do work, it's meaningful. You have enough time. You always did. Now, go use it like it actually matters. Because it does. Your life depends on it. If this post hit you like a ton of bricks, maybe it's time to stop scrolling and start doing. If you want more deep dives into the mindset shifts that actually get your life together, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're here to help you stop being busy and start being effective. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the one major time waster you're cutting out this week? Let's hold each other accountable. See you in the next one.